Well, this is part 2 of the video. I just switched the cameras. I was tired of looking myself. So anyhow, now I'm looking through the camera and see actually what I'm doing. So this is my mounted flange right here, and this right here is where I need to mount my other flange. So I'm gonna just use my tape measure and measure. Yep. So between the wall, stucco actually, and my post is 45 1/8. So almost 45. So what I'm gonna do is I cut probably my pipe 44 3/4. So I'll give about 3/16 on each side for the thread, because usually these pipes when they go inside the thread to the fitting in the flange, they never bottom out. They kind of stop, you know. They go in maybe, I don't know, 3/8, ½ inch into the fitting. So if overall the fitting is, well, I should remove this bag. So if the fitting is, yeah, so this looks like at least about 5/8 or so, I would say, or ½ an inch. So if you start threading the pipe, it's not going to come through on this side of it. It will go maybe 3/8 of an inch, and then just the way the pipe threads are made, they're actually a little bit tapered, so it's going to stop. So my measurement was what, 45 1/8, so I'll give about 3/8 of an inch on each side a slack. Well, here's my galvanized pipe. Try to do this, not a big deal to show how I'm doing, but anyhow, already have threads on one end, and this pipe was, well, whatever the size, 56 inches. Had a thread on the other side. What I need a 44 3/4 right here. 44 3/4. That's what I was gonna cut it off. The total dimension was 45 1/8, so I'm gonna give 3/8 for each side for that compensation that doesn't thread all the way in. Well, here is my station for cutting the pipes. This right here is an old kind of a tool from a set of for holding the pipes and cutting them, and just mount a piece of 2x4. I clamp my 2x4 to the tailgate. I put a piece of block so I don't damage my truck. And the way it works is actually, you know, opens up like this. You put your pipe in here, and we just happen to have, I have this piece of set, but if you don't have it, you can just use a wise. Anyhow, you tighten it. I'm gonna, there we go, it's pretty good. Now I'll be using my pipe cutter, which is right here. This is other part of my set. This right here is a massive pipe cutter for huge pipes. Well, not huge pipes, but I guess for you know. So here I got my pipe cutter onto my mark right there. I just snagged it down, and then once you got this, you just start spinning around it, and it just goes around and just keeps on and cuts the pipe, and you go a revolution or so. You got a pretty nice gouge in it, and then I give a little twist, say maybe about 1/4 of a turn, and then I go again. Oh, here's my helper. Hi, Binker. Yeah. So I got another revolution, give another 1/4 of a turn, maybe 8 to a turn or so, however you feel like it. And just go another one, give a little more twist to it, go one more twist. Well, I can feel it's coming through. It's almost there. As it cuts through, it gets easier and easier. You can feel as it is. There it goes. So, nice clean cut. Well, here's my tool for cutting the threads. It's a manual tool, you know, for me as a contractor which uses occasionally. It works fine, and I got different ends on it. This is 3/4 of an inch, and then I got a 1/2 inch and for 1 inch pipe, and those are the pilot bushings. So this is the for 3/4 of an inch, and I just put it over the pipe, and just need to give a little pressure to it. It's hard to do with one hand. There it goes, I think. Once you get it going, it bites itself. Yeah, and then get it. So I'm still using the same clamp to hold my pipe once I cut it. So now you got the grip, and once it gets going, you can feel it that it's already got going. And you just keep on spinning, and then you definitely want to spray some lubricant on it. I just happen to have a liquid range leading white grease, but whichever, WD, 4D, engine oil, any oily lubricant will do it. So what I do is just, you know, spray some in it so it gets some lubrication, and keep on cranking. I should go down because there's enough. There it goes. So as you keep on cranking on this right here, and usually what's happening is when you go about, maybe I would say 1/4 inch or 3/8 of an inch, it gets so tight that those shavings jam into the cutter. So on this particular right here, I can just reverse with these little pins direction, and then I go backwards maybe about, I would say, 1 turn or so, and you can feel it, how the shavings clear and stop jamming the pipe. So I do that. Here's my helper maker. I do that, and then I again change the directions, and then keep on going, and keep on going, and then spray some more of the lubricant in there. So every 1/4 inch or so I usually do it. And the way I determine when I stop, when I see the end of the pipe flush with the cutter, then I got about roughly 3/4 inch of the thread. So that's good enough. So after that, I'll just take it off, and there it goes. Extra shavings, and here we are. Got nice threads, well, about 1/2 inch or so, but that should be enough. I'm not using this for any plumbing or gas work. It's just to get the threads into the flange. Here I'm putting some Teflon tape on it. Not that I need it really, but just, I guess, for good measure. I'm just used to nice tight fits. Keep the pipe in the same, and then I'll thread this end down of the flange onto the pipe, and once I thread this end on it, I'll go and thread the whole pipe with this flange attached to it. Gosh damn it. Yeah, can't get this started. What is going on? It's supposed to be 3/4. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So I'll go by hand first, as much as I can. That should be good. Maybe use a rag so I don't rip off the galvanization. I got pretty good grip, so I don't need to really pull on this one. There it goes. So that's good. Nice and solid. Good. So now we'll go and attach the pipe to the wall.